Fuck, I hate that so much. What do you think the odds are of World War III happening within the next 5 years?
That's how you want to start, eh?
Yeah. Oh,
World War
fire again.
Three in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty slim.
Really? I'm like at like 80%.
Here's the thing, and that is probably not going to be a popular view, but I have enough trust in the world leaders
Wow.
that I don't believe that they'll end our world.
Okay. That is bold. Do you want to expand on
I
that?
think I think World War Three would essentially be the end of the world.
Oh, yeah,
And
of course.
yeah,
Definitely.
so I have enough trust in humans in general that they won't let the end of the world happen.
Interesting. Is there a
Unless,
specific reason
unless
for that?
most humans just don't really like life, which is also a possibility.
Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that? Or are you just kind of like, I hope we don't fuck this up?
I don't know. I think humans like living. We want to survive,
I don't know
and
about that. I don't know about that first one.
it is kind of human instinct to just like survive, right?
Mhm.
So I don't think we will let ourselves go down that path.
Do you think there'll be a Cold War part two though, where it's just kind of
That
like,
that is, I think, is way more likely.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Then a
who's
World
gonna
War.
pull the trigger first?
Yeah, it won't be like a full on World War where we're like invading and invading Russia or something on the ground, boots on the ground.
Mhm.
That kind of thing won't happen again.
It'll just be kind of like repeated pump fakes from the biggest world powers, like, oh, who's gonna do it first? Who's gonna do it first? But then again, what World War II, Neville Chamberlain was like, guys, it's okay. Hitler told me he's not going to invade Poland. And then 6 months later, Hitler's like, I invaded Poland. And it's like, fuck.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people just didn't know what Hitler was going to do at the same time.
Looking back, though, that's probably, I think, historically the funniest interaction ever. Like, it's not funny. Obviously, people died. It was horrible. But, like,
I was gonna say that's a good way to say.
objectively hilarious, knowing what we know now to be like, guys, Hitler promised it's
Yeah,
okay.
that well, I guess that means we should be careful who we trust in the future.
I mean, how do you know like whose intentions are really what? Like, I don't know. Maybe I get too existential for myself sometimes. It's this massive forehead that I have, man. There's too many thoughts I can think
Well, maybe
about.
let's the way to get to the middle of this is what world leader has really recently said they won't invade a specific place, and then we can figure out if that person would actually invade that place, or if they're Hitler-esque.
That's a good point. I don't think, okay, you're right. I think Cold War is much more likely than Cold War II is much
Yeah,
more
there's
likely
going
than
to be a
World
bunch
War.
of flexes and stuff eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But okay, see the
I
thing
have
is,
more than you do.
if we had to like, I think Biden's much more likely to do some fuck shit than
I
Canada
don't think
is.
Biden knows what's happening. I don't think he knows where he is.
That's true. But that makes him more likely. Like he'll just accidentally fall over and hit a nuke button or some shit. Like,
That's also true. This is the funny part is that when Trump was president, is that it was like a daily thing where he'd say like one stupid thing and then there'd be a whole news thing about it. With Biden, the daily thing is that he says something where he like doesn't even know what he's saying, and he just sounds really like senile. And then like he looks lost, and then he stumbles, and then people make excuses.
yeah.
And
Did
then
you, did you, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't think, yeah, I don't think he would end up starting a war because I don't know, too old.
Did you
Too.
see that thing where Biden, somebody asked him a question? Oh man, it was, I'm gonna have to look it up. I'll try to pull it up in a sec, but somebody asked him a question. He responded with something along the lines of, do Republicans, oh yeah, somebody asked, are there Democrats who really want to defund the police? Like he's like, we're not going to defund the police. He's like, but are there people in the party that want to defund the police? He's like, are there Republicans who think that we're murdering babies and sucking their blood? And it's like, dude, what? Where did that come from?
Deflection.
Yeah, what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, no, but nobody knows what you're doing there, Biden.
Yeah, literally. I think my issue with like the anything but Trump mentality is it goes so far, and people, it's like, again, you don't have to lick Trump's asshole to know that the
Well,
anything but Trump train is stupid. Because what, Biden was in office for what, 2 weeks and he bombed Syria already, and it's like, oh, that's good.
I was gonna say like anything but Trump as long as they're competent, maybe, or
Mm-hmm.
like all there. Like I don't think Biden should probably be in an old folks home.
It probably is. being
And
polite about it.
yeah. Like he's clearly not all there. And then it's funny because everybody was acting like it was like such a big achievement and a celebration. And I was
Yeah.
like, guys do realize that this is not like it's better in a different way, but in no way should you be happy that this guy is leading a country of 350 million people.
Yeah, I would even like
Question: why do you have two like 80-year-olds fighting each other to rule a country? Like neither one of them like 10 years ago, like 10 years ago, the average life was like less than 80, wasn't
yeah,
it?
literally. I
That's
don't know,
not,
man.
it's not an issue. And
But
then here's what's going to happen. People are going to be like, yeah, that's exactly why I put Kamala Harris in power instead. All you weed smokers can go to jail.
yeah, exactly. Kamala Harris, who bragged about smoking weed and kept people in jail longer and put a guy on death row even though he wasn't guilty. Like, oh yeah, that's.
Did you ever see her talk about who her favorite rapper was?
Oh fuck. I know what you're talking about. I can't say it exactly. Go ahead.
Yeah. Anyways, her favorite rapper is Tupac, who she
Mhm.
would have most definitely imprisoned if she had the chance. But she really got to connect with those, youth.
But that's the issue with the whole identity politics thing, which it's always it's just stupid inconsistency because everybody's power hungry, right? Like it's
yeah.
The straight white men are the bane of existence, they're evil, and then everybody like pines for Bernie Sanders. Like, and he's old as fuck too. Like he's just from a generational standpoint, he's the most likely to be racist. Like if we had to look at
100%, everybody knows that their grandparents tend to be like a little racist at the least.
yeah, right. So it's like what, and then Kamala Harris is like, oh, but she's black. It's like, dude, what? Like her family also had slaves in their family tree as well. I think in the Caribbean or whatever, or wherever the second. Yeah, but it's like, what? Huh? What the fuck? Oh no, but it's cool because she's a Democrat, huh? That makes no fucking sense. So, like again, if you want to do the anything but Trump thing, fine. I mean, I do care, but whatever. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. But it's just so clearly flawed, and we're acting like it's not.
I think it's just narrow-minded. I think it's just also the people who don't want to look into politics more. Which, to be honest, I don't want to look into politics more than I look into it because it's really stressful. But I do look at it into it enough to know that like the anything but Trump mentality is kind of narrow-minded, and you probably just